What if the biggest lie ever sold to millions of people was the idea that weight gain is always your fault? Think about it. How many times have people been told they simply lack discipline? That they're lazy? That they don't work hard enough? That if they really wanted to lose weight, they would? But what if the truth is far more complicated than that? What if the human body has hidden biological systems silently controlling energy, cravings, fat storage, and metabolism without most people ever realizing it? And what if scientists recently uncovered a natural citrus compound that may help unlock one of those hidden systems? For years, people struggling with stubborn weight gain blamed themselves. They counted calories, skipped meals, forced themselves into exhausting workout routines, tried dangerous diet trends, and every January millions promised themselves, "This year will finally be different." But for many people, it never was. Because no matter how hard they tried, the weight came back, the energy disappeared, the cravings returned, and slowly, frustration turned into hopelessness. Especially after the age of 35. That's when many people notice something strange happening. Their body changes. The same foods suddenly cause weight gain. Energy levels crash faster. Sleep becomes worse. Belly fat becomes harder to lose. And even when they eat healthier than before, the scale barely moves. It almost feels as if the body itself has changed sides. As if something inside is working against them. For decades, researchers searched for answers. And now, many believe they may have finally discovered a hidden piece of the puzzle. A process called thermogenesis. Right now, as you sit watching this video, your body is producing heat, burning calories, creating energy, keeping your organs functioning, repairing cells, powering your brain. This invisible process never stops. It's called thermogenesis. And it may be one of the most important systems connected to metabolism and fat burning. In simple terms, thermogenesis is how your body converts calories into usable energy. When thermogenesis functions efficiently, the body burns fuel naturally. Energy levels remain stable. Calories are used more effectively, and fat storage becomes less aggressive. But researchers now believe that as people age, this system slows down dramatically, especially in adults over 35. And when thermogenesis slows, everything begins changing. Fat burning decreases. Energy production drops. Cravings increase. Motivation declines. The body becomes more efficient at storing fat instead of burning it. And suddenly, people find themselves trapped inside a cycle they can't escape. They less, yet still gain weight. They exercise harder, yet see fewer results. And eventually many people stop trying entirely. But here's where this story becomes fascinating. Because scientists studying metabolism eventually turned their attention toward nature itself. Specifically, a rare citrus fruit, the Seville orange. Unlike regular sweet oranges, Seville oranges contain unique plant compounds concentrated inside the peel. For centuries, different cultures used citrus peels in traditional wellness practices without fully understanding why. But modern researchers became interested in one specific compound connected to thermogenesis and metabolic activity. And what they discovered shocked many scientists. Early studies suggested this citrus compound may interact with receptors connected to fat burning and energy production. In other words, it may help support the body's natural ability to burn calories more efficiently. Some researchers described the effect like waking up a sluggish metabolism. Others compared it to flipping a hidden biological switch. And suddenly, scientists everywhere began investigating the relationship between citrus compounds and metabolic health. Now to be clear, no natural ingredient is magic, and researchers are still studying how these compounds truly work long-term. But the growing interest around metabolism support reveals something incredibly important. Weight gain may not simply be about self-control. Biology matters a lot, because the human body is far more complex than most people realize. Hormones affect hunger. Sleep affects metabolism. Stress affects fat storage. Energy affects movement. And metabolism influences almost everything. That's why two people can eat the exact same meal and their bodies respond completely differently. One gains weight easily. The other doesn't. One feels energized. The other feels exhausted. The difference often happens beneath the surface, hidden inside biological systems most people never think about. And perhaps the biggest hidden factor of all is cravings. Cravings are powerful, not because people are weak, but because the brain and body are constantly communicating through chemical signals. When energy crashes, the brain demands quick fuel, usually sugar. When stress rises, the body seeks comfort, usually food. When sleep decreases, hunger hormones increase dramatically, and suddenly people feel trapped inside urges they can barely control. That's why so many diets fail, because fighting biology with pure willpower rarely lasts forever. Eventually the body pushes back. And when people fail repeatedly, something even worse happens. They stop believing change is possible. That emotional exhaustion destroys motivation faster than almost anything else. People begin avoiding mirrors, avoiding photos, avoiding social situations. Some stop wearing clothes they once loved. Others silently lose confidence year after year. And perhaps the saddest part is this. Many blame themselves for something that may be deeply connected to biology and metabolism in the first place. That realization is exactly why the citrus secret exploded online so quickly. Because it gave people something they haven't felt in a long time. Hope that their body isn't broken. Hope that metabolism can be supported naturally. Hope that energy can return. Hope that transformation is still possible even later in life. And that message resonated with millions, especially adults over 40 who felt invisible in modern fitness culture. Because much of the fitness industry targets young athletes, extreme workouts, and unrealistic standards. But most ordinary people simply want practical solutions. More energy in the morning, less exhaustion during the day, fewer cravings at night, better sleep, more confidence, the ability to enjoy life again. That's what truly matters to people. Not perfection, not impossible beauty standards, just feeling healthy again. And researchers now believe supporting thermogenesis may play a major role in that process. Alongside citrus compounds, scientists also began studying other natural ingredients connected to metabolism support. Green tea compounds, ginger root, pepper extracts, apple vinegar compounds, berberine-rich plants. Traditional herbal ingredients used for centuries across different cultures. What's fascinating is that modern science is now rediscovering what many ancient wellness traditions believed all along. The body functions best when natural systems remain balanced and supported. Not overstimulated, not starved, not punished. Supported. That idea completely changes how many people view health. Because instead of seeing the body as the enemy, people begin understanding it. And understanding creates smarter choices. Instead of crash dieting, people focus on sustainability. Instead of starving themselves, people prioritize metabolism, sleep, hydration, and balance. Instead of chasing overnight transformations, they focus on long-term consistency. That shift may be the real breakthrough behind this entire story. Not just one citrus compound, but a completely different way of thinking about weight, energy, and health. A way rooted in biology instead of shame. Now naturally, skepticism is healthy. The internet is full of exaggerated claims and miracle promises. And no supplement, ingredient, or health trend should ever replace medical advice or healthy habits. But the science surrounding metabolism has undeniably become one of the fastest growing areas of health research worldwide. Because scientists are beginning to understand that obesity and weight gain are influenced by far more than simple calorie math. Stress matters. Hormones matter. Sleep matters. Energy production matters. And thermogenesis may matter far more than anyone previously realized. Perhaps that's why this citrus secret captured so much attention. Not because people were searching for another miracle, but because they were searching for understanding. For years, many believed their struggle was caused by weakness. Now, many are beginning to realize their body may have been fighting a hidden metabolic battle all along. And that realization alone changes everything. Because when people stop hating their body, they finally start helping it. Sometimes, that's where real transformation begins. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into hidden science, health discoveries, and fascinating breakthroughs changing the way we understand the human body. And tell us in the comments, do you think metabolism is the missing link behind stubborn weight gain? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.